Well, it's about kind of what happens when your perspective is suddenly shifted with the advent of a very unique experience, and that experience is going into space and seeing the world and your life and uh, the relationships you have in a completely different light. And what does that do to a person, and what does that do to their relationships, and how do they cope? And it's not a movie about a crazy person in a diaper. That's not what it is. But it's very much about how difficult it is when your perspective is shifted. And Noah's done a fantastic job of telling that story, not only through the script and what we're doing, but really innovative filmmaking techniques. It's a really beautiful film. I play an astronaut who's been to space a few times, and who is the pilot of the ship, and begins a sort of semi-flirtatious, semi-professional relationship with Natalie's character, Lucy, the titular Lucy, that then kind of turns into something a little more physical and a little more inappropriate, and then complications ensue. I do the same thing that I do to prepare for every role. Is I read the script over and over again, and I really try to get a sense of who this person is, and portray them in a way that I think squares with my understanding of what these people do, and the risks that they take, and the real amazing skill sets that they have. So I watched a lot of movies. I read a lot of books and old magazines like National Geographic and things like that. So I did my fair share of reading up on these guys. Fantastic. Noah's a real strong team captain, and we had amazing actors. Not only Natalie, but Ellen Burstyn and Dan Stevens, and we had just really wonderful people to work with. So it was fantastic. I hope they enjoy it. I hope they appreciate the artistry and the subtlety that went into telling the story. Taking kind of a tabloidy story and turning it into something real and about real people's real emotions and feelings, I think is a real challenge for a writer. And not only did Noah, who rewrote the script, but the two gents to my left who wrote the original spec, did an amazing job at telling that story.